Now our next topic is invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. Let us know which matrix is invertible. So we write its definition. A matrix A is said to be invertible and the condition is A must be a square matrix. So A is said to be invertible if A into B, where B is another matrix, is equal to B into A. That means what is this? Product of AB is equal to product of BA is equal to identity matrix. Identity matrix means 1001 or 100010 or 001. So that is identity matrix. So if this happens, then we say that B is equal to A inverse. The matrix B is a inverse of A, and then we say that matrix A is invertible. So for matrix A to be invertible, you have to check this thing. Now let us go to the next topic, which is very important. Inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix. To find the inverse of a matrix, there are two ways. First one is elementary operations. To find the inverse of a matrix by elementary, I explain it later. What does it mean? Elementary operations. And the second one is by determinant method. This method you will study in next chapter, chapter number 4, when we will study determinant. So we can find the inverse. Inverse will be same only by these two methods. So now we will study this method, that is to find the inverse of a matrix A by elementary operations. Now the question arises here, what does it mean, elementary operations? Suppose now I explain elementary operations. Let us suppose we have a matrix 1, 2, 3, 4 of order 2 by 2, a square matrix A of order 2 by 2. Then to find the inverse of this matrix, the method I will explain little later. So to find the inverse of this matrix, all the operations which we will be to find the inverse of matrix A, what all operations means, we will be changing rows into rows. That means R1 will change with the help of R2, or C1 will change with the help of C2, C2 will change with the help of C1. We will multiply with some constant, so on. What all operations we will be applying, we will be doing here, those all operations are called elementary operations. So we start now. What all are elementary operations? So to find the inverse of matrix A by elementary operations, we write it in two ways. First one is matrix A is equal to identity matrix into that matrix itself. Number two, or number two, A is equal to AI, that matrix and itself, and then multiplied by identity matrix. This will happen when we are going by row operations, and this will happen when we apply column operations. So let us take one question and then I explain what all operations are there. So we start exercise 3.4. Question number 1. We have matrix A is equal to 1, 2, minus 1 and 3. We apply elementary operation and we go by row method. So what is that? We will write A is equal to IA, identity matrix, into this thing. So we will write here A means this. Observe minutely, observe very seriously what all things are being done here, that you have to follow in all the remaining questions. So A means 1, minus 1, 2, 3, and identity matrix of 2 by 2, same matrix, 1, 0, 0, 1. Order will be same with of A. The order of identity matrix I will be same as of matrix A, and then this letter A would be written as simply A, not its value. Now, what is actually A inverse? Now in general mathematics, when we write here something, suppose 3 is equal to 1 into 3, try to understand. This is general mathematics, algebra. 3 is equal to 1 into 3, and we divide both sides by 3. That means taking this 3 to the denominator of right hand side, then what will remain here? 1 is equal to 3 into 1, 3, and then upon this 3. This would be written here 3 inverse, this 3 inverse into this 3. So now in matrix method, this 1 will be called as identity matrix, this 3 will be called as A matrix, and this A inverse will be called here whatever we will be getting after elementary operations. So that means now just we will compare this formula with this question. So that means here to find the A inverse, this identity matrix and this A matrix, we will apply some certain operations. Under those operations, we will try to convert this matrix A into identity matrix. That means here we have 1, that is okay, that is required. Here we don't want this minus 1, here it should be 0, here should be 0, here should be 1. When we get this 1, 0, 0, 1, our process is completed. So by certain operations, by certain rule and regulation, we will keep on changing. I tell you how. Now let us start with this question. So now here it is 1, here it is minus 1, 2. What are the elementary operations that I teach you in detail? So any row will be changed with the help of another row. That all operations, plus, minus, division, multiplication, what all things we will be applying, that will be applied simultaneously in both sides. Whatever we will be applying here, same thing will be applied to this matrix. Ultimately what will happen, this matrix will convert into identity matrix, and this identity matrix will convert into general matrix. So as a result of it, at the end of the question, this will be identity matrix, and this will be called the A inverse, that inverse of the matrix A, and that will be the end of the question. So here we start. So now here we have 1, here we have -1. So now there are hundreds of ways of starting this particular question, or these questions, elementary operations question, in all this exercise. So there is no particular way whether you should change this first or this first, whichever you feel. So wherever you feel comfortable, that step you should follow, whether it is this first row or whether it is second row. So now look at here, before applying you need to think over it, what should be done, so that we get the maximum possible results soon. So we want here 1, it is already 1. We want here 0, here it is -1. Here we want 0, here it is 2. Here we want, we have 3. So what we will do, if we want here 1, remember this thing. If we multiply this R1 by 2, so just imagine here will be 2, here will be -2, and then we add into it. So don't see now -1 here, just imagine here we have now 2, -2 and then +2. Then we will add into this. So what will happen, this or you can add or you can subtract also, there is nothing to worry about, because in this case we want 0. If we are multiplying by 2, then subtracting, then it will become 0, and then you are multiplying by 2 and then subtracting, though it may become 5. Plus this is the simplest step which we are going to follow. So now let us start. So I am going to write this, you just remember these notations. I am going to write R2, this arrow. It means the row 2 will change. It means we will read it as R2 will change. How it will change? With the help of R2. R2 will be subtracted from this R1. R1 will be subtracted from R2. So R2 minus R1. But how? R2 minus twice of R1. This will be our operation here. R2, I repeat, R2 will change with the help of R2 minus twice of R1. As I told you, we will be multiplying by 2. So 2 and then 2 minus 2 will become 0. Then -2 and then 3 minus plus 3 plus 2, 5. Later on, same thing will be applied here. So our target is this matrix, not this one. We are focusing here to make it identity matrix. So that is there. So now what I am going to do, there is a change in R2. There is no change in R1. So R1 will remain as it is. Right hand side also same thing. So 1, 0. And then this matrix A. Now the operation is for R2. So we are multiplying by 2. Now just imagine here we have 2. Now R2 minus twice of R1. 2 minus 2 is 0. Try to understand, 0. And then 2 is here. That means -2 is here. Then 3 minus into minus plus and then 2. So 3 plus 2 we have now 5. Here what we are going to do, 0. R2 is 0 minus twice of R1. So -2. And R2, 1 minus twice of 0 means 1 only. Clear? Now, next step is, just target this R2 only at the moment. 1 minus 1 we will target it later. 0 we have now. We want 0 here. 0 we got. We want here 1. So what we can do, we can divide R2 by 5. So what will happen? 0 upon 5, 0, and 5 upon 5, 1. So that I am going to write. So again R2 will change with the help of R2 only, but dividing by 5. So what we are going to do, we are dividing R2 by 5 in both sides. So this, as a result of it, 1, as I told you, there is no change in R1. So R1 will remain as it is, both side, 1, 0. And there it is A as it is. Now we are dividing R2 by 5. So after division, that we are going to write here. 0 upon 5, 0. 5 upon 5, 1. minus 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 5. Look at here. Our next step is to bring 0 over here. So what we are going to do, this now we are going to give operation R1 will change with the help of R1 plus R2. What will happen? 1 plus 0 doesn't change, 1 only, and minus 1 1 0. That will be the end of the question. Now the operation is R1 will change with the help of R1 plus R2. R1 will change with the help of R1 plus R2. So give this operation here. R1 will change with the help of R1 plus R2. So 1 plus 0, 1, minus 1 plus 0, 0, 0, 1 as it is. And then 1 plus minus 5 by 2. So 5 minus 2, 3 by 5. 0 plus 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by 5, minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. This is called A inverse. So therefore now this has become identity matrix. So this is A. Then what should be here? What we should multiply to A to become identity matrix? A inverse only. So A inverse is this matrix, 3 upon 5, 1 upon 5, minus 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 5. That's all about A inverse of the matrix 2 by 2. Now we take question number 5. Question number 5 is matrix A is equal to 2 7 1 4. We will go by row operation, that is matrix A is equal to identity matrix into A. So the matrix A is 2 7 1 4 is equal to identity matrix 1 0 0 1 into A. This is quite simple question. This 2 1 can be multiplied. This we will change this R1. Why? Because if we multiply this R1 by 4, so imagine here instead of 2 we will have 8. 8 minus 7 1, that is our required. What we want from this particular matrix? We want here 1, we want here 0 and then 0 and then 1. So that means if we multiply it by 4, 4 to the 8, 8 minus 7 1, and then 4 into 1 4, 4 minus 4 0. That means both the desired elements we are getting. So we will write here R1 will change, this R1 will change with the help of 4 times R1 and then minus R2, minus this row R2. Same thing will be done that side also. So that I am going to do 4 to the 8, 8 minus 7 1, 4 1 is 4, minus 4 0, and the rest next row will remain unchanged. And then 4 minus 0, 4 1 is 4, 4 minus 0 4, and the 0 and then minus 1 and then 0 and then 1. There is no change in the second row. Now look at here, we got 1 0 and then this thing. Now we will do multiplying this. We want here 0 and then we want here at last 1. So multiplying this R1 by 7 and subtracting into it, so we will get this 0 here. So we will write here R2 will change R2 minus 7 times R1. Why did I write this R2 minus 7 R1? I could have written 7 times R1 minus R2. In that case, what will happen? 0 minus 4. So this minus sign will come. So to avoid that, I have done it this way. So we'll move this way. 1 0. There is no change in R1, so R1 is as it is, both side. 4 minus 1 and then matrix A. R2 will change 7 times R1. So R2 means 7 minus 7 times R1. 7. 7 minus 7, 0. 7 into 0, 0. 4 minus 0, 4 again. And now here also same thing. 7 times R1. So R2 means 0. 0 minus 7. 7 4 jar minus 28. And then 7. This thing multiplying and then subtracting. So this will plus minus minus plus 7, and then 1 plus 7 will become 8. Now the last one, dividing this R2 by 4, this will give us 1. R2 will change, R2 divided by 4. So here we have 1 0, and then R2 will change, so 0 divided by 4 0, and then 1. Here also 4 minus 1 divided by 4 minus 7 divided by 4, 2 we are getting. So into A. So this is A, this is A inverse, this is identity matrix. So A inverse is equal to 4 minus 7 minus 1 and 2. That's all about this question. Now we take another question which is of order 3 by 3, that is question number 15. Question number 15 is matrix A is equal to 2 2 3 minus 3 2 minus 2 3 3 2. For this also we will apply row operation, that is matrix A is equal to identity matrix into A. So we are going to write here 2 2 3 minus 3 2 minus 2 3 3 plus 2 is equal to, for this we will write identity matrix of order 3 by 3. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. This may be little difficult for you, but it is easy. You just pay attention here, that all the operations will be easy one for you. Now here we can apply, in that 2 by 2 only one operation at a time. Here we can apply two operation at a time. So what will happen? Now look at here, just before proceeding the question, you need to think many times about all the steps which all are going to make the question simple one. So this is our target 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, and that automatically it will change. So now look at here, this minus 3 3 2 2 3, here it is plus 3, here it is plus 2. We want here plus 1. Okay, so if we change R1 with the help of this one, this will become 0. No, we don't want 0 here, we want 0 here. So if R2 will be changed with the help of R1, that is good thing. So 3 minus 3, here also 0, here also 0, that is good. So we get one operation, R2 will change with the help of R2 minus R1. R2 minus R1. What will happen? 2 minus 2 0, 2 plus 3 5, and 3 minus 3 0. Take another one also. Now last one, look at here, here we want 1 0 and 0, sorry 0 0 1, 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. So we want here 1, we want here 0. So if we change R3 with the help of R2, 3 plus 2 5, 3 plus 2 5, and 2 minus 2 0. So 5 will be identical element at two places, and this should be 0. So that is also good operation. So R3 will change with the help of R3 plus R2. These two operations we will apply at a time. So now what will happen? So here we had already mentioned R2 will change and R3 will change. So that means R1 is not going to change. So 2 minus 3 and then plus 3. And this is equal to 1 0 0, and this is A matrix. So now this R2 minus R1, 2 minus 2 0, 2 minus minus plus 3 plus 5, 3 minus 3 0. Here also we will do the same thing, 0 minus 1 minus 1, 1 minus 0, 1, 0 minus 0, 0. Simply R2 minus R1. Now R3 also going to change, and the second operation, that is R3 will change R3 plus R2. So that we are going to do R3 plus R2, 3 plus 2 5, minus 2 plus 2 0, 3 plus 2 5. Similarly here R3 plus R2, 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 0, sorry 1, 1 plus 0 1. Now here we have in this R2 we have only 5, we want here 1, so R2 will change R2 divided by 5, and here also we are getting the same elements, so we can do the same thing for this also. R3 will change with the help of R3 by 5. So now what will happen, this is as similar to the previous one, the first row 2 minus 3 plus 3, the right hand side is also 1 0 0 and A. The second we have mentioned that dividing by 5, 0 1 0, dividing by 5, minus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 and 0, and this R3 also dividing by 5, so 1 0 1, and here also 0 1 by 5 and 1 by 5. So here we complete these two operations. So now look at here, here we want 0 and here we want 1, that we got 0. So this second R2 is completed 0 1 0, but here we need to do a lot. Now we have to give some more operations. Here we will change this multiplying by this thing, this by 2, or now we will give operation that R1 will change if we multiply R3 by 3 and subtracting it from R1, then here we will get 0, 0 doesn't make any difference, and then 3 minus 2 is 1, that is also fine, our purpose will be fulfilled. So R1 will change 3 times R3 and minus R1. Also this okay, we do first this operation. So R1 will change with the help of 3R3, 3 into 1 minus 2 1, 3 into 0 0, 0 minus minus plus 3, and 3 into 1 3, 3 minus 3 0. Second is same as it is, 0 1 0 and 1 0 1. Right hand side also R3, 3 times R3 minus R1, so 0 into 3 0 minus 1 minus 1, 3 times R3 minus 0, so 3 by 5, and 3 times R3 minus R1, so here we don't have this 0, so here also 0, so 3 by 5. Same thing we are getting R2 and R3 same, only 1 upon 5 1 upon 5 and then 0 and 0, 1 upon 5 and then 1 upon 5. Now we operate as R1 will change with the help of R1 minus 3 times R2. So what will happen, let us see. And this 3 times R2, so here only 3 will be multiplied, other things will remain as it is. So 1 minus 0 1, 3, and then 3 minus 3 0, and here we don't, no change, is equal to right hand side this 3 times R2 and then R1 minus plus 3 upon 5. So LCM 5 minus 3 minus 2 by 5. Now 3 by 5 and then subtraction 0. Multiplying by 3 to R2, 0, 3 upon 5, rest same, minus 1 by 5, 0, 0, 1 by 5, 1 by 5 into A, and here also same thing, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Now the first we got, second we got, then last one, here this one we don't want. So what will happen? Last operation, R3 will change with the help of R3 minus R1. R3 minus R1 both side. So what will happen? 1 0 0 0 1 0, and then this minus this 0, this minus this 0, 1 minus 0, 1. Right hand side only R3 will change, minus 2 upon 5, 0, 3 upon 5 into A, this minus 1 upon 5, 1 upon 5, 0, and then this R3 minus R1, so 0 minus minus plus 2 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 upon 5 minus 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5. That's all. So therefore A inverse is minus 2 by 5, 0, 3 by 5, minus 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 0, 2 by 5, 1 by 5, and minus 2 by 5. That's all about this question. Question number 18 says matrices A and B will be inverse of each other only if it is MCQ type question. So it will be possible AB is equal to BA is equal to identity matrix. If it is so, then we say that A and B will be inverse of each other. One more important thing I would like to quote here about this exercise, that if you are giving operation like A is equal to IA row wise or A is equal to AI column wise, while doing so, suppose at any point you get all the element of any of the row in 3 by 3 or 2 by 2. If all the elements of any row by applying any operation gets 0, then you say that inverse of that particular matrix is not possible. You will say inverse does not exist. Now we take two very important questions from miscellaneous exercise. That is question number 7. Find the value of x if matrix 1 2 1 multiplied by matrix 1 2 0 2 0 1 1 0 2 and another matrix 0 2 x is equal to 0 matrix. So we have to find out the value of x. So before proceeding, first of all we will multiply these two, then make it 1, and then multiply these two and then make it 1, and then compare with 0. So let us start with this. So I put middle bracket here so that we understand these two will be multiplied. The order of this matrix is 3 by 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 3 by 3, and order of this matrix is 1 row and 3 column, so 3. So this 3 will be merged and the order of the new matrix will be 1 by 3. So I am putting here the symbol of this 2. So the first row, only the row with the first column, then second column, and then third column. So 1 into 1 1 plus 2 2s are 4 plus 1 into 1 1. Then the next column 1 into 2 2 plus 2 into 0 0 plus 1 into 0 0 plus 1 into 0 0 2 into 1 2 plus 1 into 2 2 last, and then we have 0 2 x is equal to 0 matrix. Now 4 plus 2 6 2 and then 4, and then we have 0 2 x. Simple question. This is 1 into 3 and this is 1 2 3 3 into 1. So again this 3 3 will merge, so we will have only single element 1 into 1 matrix. So that is 6 first row and then multiplication with the first column. So 6 into 0 0 plus 2 to the 4 and plus 4 into x 4x is equal to 0 matrix. So we can put it simply 0 only. 4 plus 4x is equal to 0. So 4 is taken out. 1 plus x is equal to 0. 4 cannot be equal to 0. Therefore 1 plus x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 1. So this is the desired result. Now we take question number 9. Question number 9 again, find the value of x if matrix x minus 5 and minus 1 multiplied by 1 0 2 0 2 1 2 0 3 into x 4 1 is equal to 0. This question is also similar to the previous one. So we'll be multiplying first of all these two matrices and then making it into one, and then last multiplying with the third one. So order of this matrix is 3 by 3. Order of this matrix is 1 by 3. So 3 3 merged. So the order of new matrix will be 1 by 3. So first row and then first column, x into 1 x minus 5 into 0 minus 0 and minus 1 into 2 minus 2, then x into 0 0 minus 5 to the minus 10 and minus 0, and then last one is x into 2 2x minus 5 and then minus 3, and then x 4 1 and then 0. Now x minus 2 minus 10 and 2x minus 8 into x 4 1 is equal to 0. Order of this matrix is 3 by 1. Order of this matrix is 1 by 3. 3 3 merged, so the order will be 1 by 1 of the new matrix. So here we are going to multiply x into x minus 2 minus 10 into 4 minus 40 and plus 1 into 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. X square minus 2x minus 48 and then plus 2x is equal to 0. 2x minus 2x gone. X square is equal to 48. X is equal to plus minus 48. 16 into 3. 16 into 3. So square root of 16 is 4. 4 root 3 plus minus. So the value of x is plus minus 4 root 3. That is 4 root 3 and minus 4 root 3. There are two values because x, we got x as a quadratic equation. So here is the answer. Solution of this question. The value of x is plus 4 root 3 and minus 4 root 3. So I hope you understood. That's all about this chapter, chapter number 3, matrices. Here we complete matrix.